Today I will be elaborating on the short life cycle and unique reproduction system of the phylum Rotifera, or commonly called the wheel animals. The three species I focused on in this wiki are all part of the class Monogonata and have the same basic reproduction system. To be under the Monogonata class, you have to have one ovary. That is, in the separation. First, these creatures lay eggs outside of their colony and hatch within the hour that they are laid. The next stage varies within the class, but when the organisms are newly born, they swim freely until they find a colony to reside in or an object to live on. If the animals are sessile, they'll attach to an organism or object in their environment for the rest of their lives. Granted, their lives are pretty short, but they live for the rest of their lives there. If the animals live in the colonies, they grow into groups of 30 to 60 of other rotifers and live in a circular mass. Sometimes the colonies grow to be about 80 organisms. If the colonies are too large, though, a group can break off and then become what is called the daughter colony. Rotifers are actually more likely to survive longer if they live in a colony. Once it is their turn to reproduce, they enter the reproduction process. The animals can reproduce sexually, with a male and a female, with a sperm and an egg, or they can reproduce parthenogenetically. The parthenogenesis route only requires one parent and is not just the average asexual budding or cloning. The females of this species can self-fertilize. Kind of. It's not technically called fertilization. The embryo develops without fertilization in one organism because the organism has both parts. Only the females can do this, but they can alternate between the process or the regular sexual reproduction system. The eggs are then laid, or if the rotifers are sessile, they are born free swimming, and the offspring have a life expectancy of anywhere from a couple days to 3 weeks. The females can grow to their full size within a few days after birth, when the males take the rest of their lives to reach full growth, if they ever reach full growth. The animals then die, and usually the colony they reside in dies soon after. If an individual dies within the colony does not replace it to keep the same number and balanced. The colony just continues on until they all die off. And that is the short, unique life of rotifers in a nutshell.